Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody around the world. Welcome back to another One Piece video featuring your boy, Crocodile. Get ready for a very, very spicy deck profile featuring OP10 here on the channel, let alone a leader in which you guys voted in. And for some reason, Crocodile typically wins every single poll. I'm not sure why, I don't know what it is. Might be a fan favorite, might be just a very, very fun leader to play. But he's going to take a break after this one. We're going to play some other lists as well. And give him a little time out. Now, this list here got sent over to me from a buddy in Discord, in which is very, very interesting. I enjoy yellow decks. You guys know I love playing with the Kikinojos, with the Yamato, with the life manipulation. I love the soul focus, the healing mechanics. It is very, very fun to me. So being able to utilize something like Okama Way with Kikinojo or Basil Hawkins is very, very cool. And I wish we had other leaders that can also utilize this, but it's locked to Baroque Works, right? So what are you gonna do? You gotta play Crocodile, you gotta cook up something interesting, and hopefully it does well. With that being said, Crocodile has some pretty good matchups in today's format, along with a lot of bad matchups. This is by no means a meta-defining leader or a top meta contender right now, but he can hang with some of the decks out there currently. But with that being said, some of the deck lists or leaders that are very difficult for him to deal with are going to be as follows. Lim, of course, very strong leader, especially when she can go wide so fast, which makes it very difficult for Crocodile to keep up, especially when we are like a late game deck into the ramp playing the big bodies. This deck can hit you so many times in a turn. You don't really have the 2k counters or the Okama ways to combat that, right? Especially when you got to clear bodies off board before Lim just keeps doing shenanigans. We don't have a lot of removal going on in here. You have yourself God Thread, but it's a little bit too slow, especially for decks like Lim, Doflamingo, who build very, very quickly. But there are some other decks in today's format that Crocodile also struggles into. Things like Zoro, of course. Very aggressive, very aggro, not great for Crocodile. Let's be fair. And then, obviously, Shanks can be a troublesome deck, but there are some other decks in the format in which Crocodile can hang with. That being Eustace Kid, Green Yellow Law, Katakuri, Jewelry Bonnie. We'll get into it. This list will be adjusted for today's video. This is a list, like I mentioned, that got shout out to me in the Discord. Very, very cool list. I like it a lot. There's just some things in which I don't agree with, so I decided to trade this out for something that fits me more so, right? So today's video, we're going to be cooking up. We're going to be playing this today. I decided to add in Magellan, or Magellan, depending on how you want to say his name. Very strong right now in the current format. He's very good into every other deck that's not purple, of course. Purple Luffy, Black Purple Luffy, the ramping, the de-ramping doesn't necessarily matter all too much because they just continuously ramp. This is really good into green decks, so Jewelry Bonnie, Carrot. It's also very good into Katakuri. The other yellow decks in today's format, such as Nico Robin and Eustace Kid, Green Yellow Law. Magellan is very strong right now, I think, at least for a purple card. Especially when you know that most of these decks, like Eustace Kid, a lot of their stuff is very telegraphed. Like on 7 Dawn, they're going to drop down the Law. On 8 Dawn, they're going to drop down the Eustace Kid. They have it. If you're able to throw them off curve with Magellan, or throw this on curve for them, just to slow them down, for one turn, is just really, really good. On top of that, being able to hit Okama Way into the Magellan to make them lose 3 Dawn for that turn is kind of crazy. So, just something I've been tinkering around with. The other options I've added in here are going to be the 7-drop Linlin. I typically always run Big Mom in every single Crocodile list that I can come up with, especially when it comes to yellow decks. Very strong card, especially the fact that it can just rip a life off your opponent, which is nice, right? Because there are times where you drop Bon Clay on curve, you get the Dawn up, you swing for 6, they counter out, and you may be a little bit behind, especially when you want to get Kikinojos off life, play Kikinojos on board to heal up. Big Mom sometimes helps you out with this situation. If they decide to heal you up, that's great, because on the following turn you go up to 9 or 10 Dawn, depending on if you ramped or not. You drop your Crocodile, you heal again, you play a Yamato down, you pop something on board, There's just a lot of ins and outs that this deck can do, and it's a lot of fun to get behind, especially when you guys get familiar with the cards. And speaking of which, there are some cards in here that are questionable, such as It's to Die For. This is just a me thing. Typically, it would be something like Soul Pocus, but I don't have a lot of room here, especially when I'm running things like Magellan. So that's too many bricks for me to incorporate Soul Pocus into. Now, the reason why we are running It's to Die For, it was either that or we were going to play around with God Threat. And I feel like God Threat is really, really good, but at the same time, it's also very, very slow. I think it's strong, but playing up against decks that can go wide very, very quickly. Again, Limb, we're talking about here in Blue Doflamingo. This would be considered your only removal tool for a deck list like this. And I think it just doesn't do enough to justify me to use 2 to 4 copies in this list. That's just me. So I decided to ramp up as quickly as possible with It's to Die For. Of course, you can cut this out and add in some more 2K counters, because that's also the other downside to this deck, is we're using 8 2Ks, being Miss Doublefinger and of course Capone. Outside of these, we don't have a lot of ways to protect ourselves in the early game, and in the late game, we're kind of wanting to do the Okama way into the Kikinojo or Okama way into the Basil Hawkins, the Rip Life or Heal Up. Now, if you don't make it there because you're not drawing a lot of 2Ks and you're getting a lot of bricks, you may want to consider adding in some more 2K counters or some more zero cost events, which is why we have these here, because we have so many bricks in this deck, you have to find a way to get them out of hand, to get some counter. The Basil Hawkins is zero cost. Both of these cards will really help out in that regard. The same thing with Okama Way off the trigger. But It's to Die For, I decided to add this in just because being able to ramp up 1 extra time is just really, really strong, especially when this can give you 2 ramps. You know what I mean? You can get 2 Dawn off this, you get a Dawn off of the Bon Clay, you get a free Dawn off the Miss Wednesday. It's nice. Of course, like I said, you can cut this if you want to. It's not really like makes or breaks the deck. There's a lot of cards here in which you can adjust, like the Big Moms. It's to Die For. You can go down on the Magellans if you choose to. It has a lot of wiggle room. There's many variations of Crocodile out there. This is just something that I've been playing around with, so each their own. Now, let's go ahead and dive into a bunch of games today and see what we can do. Hope you guys are ready for this one. Let's get at it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to dive into a bunch of games today. Come at you guys with Crocodile, playing into Jewelry Bonnie and OP10. I do hope we can draw Magellan. I think this matchup here is going to come down to what cards we can actually top deck. Unfortunately, no Bon Clay, no ramp up. We did get the Miss Wednesday. We have a bunch of Okama Ways in hand here. I do want to see at least 1 or 2 Magellans here to slow down this deck. Just because Jewelry of Bonnie is so telegraphed, it's a little bit easier for me to deal with in the late game. She'll have to either Rip Life with Hody Jones, because Eustace Kid's not going to get a lot of value here, because she's not going to get to that turn. If we can find Magellan. Outside of that, of course, that's not our only win con. You know, we have the A-Drop Crocodile. We have Mr. 2 here. In which Bon Clay can copy power and swing heavily into something on board, which is kind of nice. She doesn't have really removal to deal with that, outside of just removing it when I swing. Speaking of which, let's go 5 here. Actually, you know what? We can just go 6. That's fine. She'll rest that. That's okay. Oh, I forgot. She can't. She hard casted Tashigi here, just to make sure. I'm guessing Smoker or Cavendish can be safe this turn. And one of the cool things about this is she dropped down the Tashigi on board, thinking that we have removal for it. And odds are we really don't, but sometimes we might have God Thread or Top Knot to remove the Tashigi, but it's okay. It's all good. I think we should attack here first, right? A copy his power, goes 6 lead. She'll rest the leader, just fine. Yep. Sure. She's taking life early here in this matchup, which is kind of spooky. I don't know if that's the play. Especially now, because she's on 4, she goes to 6 next turn. And we have to remove the Cavendish when it swings. So, my guess is she has a blocker of some sort just to protect it, which is okay. As we go up to 8 next turn. 6. Yeah, we go 8. If we had played the Miss Wednesday, we'd go to 10. Because we would have left that turn at 7. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, we'd be at 8 still, right? I think, math. That's fine. It's okay. Rosinante, Tashigi. That board is looking pretty good. I don't think you needed the second one, but alright. So Cavendish is extra safe now. Yep. I mean, she's just going to kill it with Cavendish here, or the other Tashigi. I imagine the Cavendish, if we decide to protect it out. Because if we come away... Yeah, if we come away here, right, she has to swing with Cavendish. We'll make her attack into the Magellan, and just get rid of him right away. Because she goes up to 8 Dawn next turn. And if she has Eustace Kid in hand, she can just drop that on board, and then I'm never, ever going to get through to that. At least, not for a while. This way, now she's set back a whole turn. And by that point, we can put big bodies on board. Because that's 4, yeah, now she's at 4 Dawn. So, it'll be a while. Yep. That's fine. Actually, I guess we can give her the Miss Wednesday here too, can't we? It's fine, boys. We don't need it right now. It's okay. It's fine. Another Okam away. Our hand is looking really good for late game, which is nice. I think we just have to find either another Miss Wednesday or somehow have Dawn left over after we swing. Because in this situation, I think we have to go 9k into Cavendish. Because she'll rest Miss Valentine. And then Miss Valentine can run it to the Tashigi. If she doesn't have the counter for the Cavendish, she will give me the Rosinante. At least that makes sense. She has 6 in hand. She's already played 2k counters on board. Which most Bondi variants run like 10 2ks, 11 2ks. Sometimes 12 at most. We'll go 9 here. So this will force out 4k counter. Or the Rosinante, of course. Yep. That's fine. I think she'll clear board next turn. So there's not really a reason for me to leave any Dawn up. But, just in case. In case she has the Hody Jones, I need to have something ready for a Blast Breath. Well, then again, should just rest that too, right? Duh. Oh well, misplays were made. Not sure why she didn't just poke me for 5, but we'll take that. We'll use this. Draw 2, trash 1. Hawkins really can't get any worse here. We have all of our events. I mean, I guess it kind of can get worse, right? That kind of sucks. We'll get rid of this. These 2 aces should be able to carry me to the rest of the game. Because we got all of our events, not really a lot of bodies this time around. So we didn't see any Kikanojos, unfortunately, to give us any life. So we do have the aces to heal up a bit. Okay, sure. I think I would have probably tried to put myself at 0, but that's fair. Alright, we go 5 here. Want to give me a 2k to save a 2k? I mean, I'll take that. Oh, she actually did. Wow. Fair. Alright, 10 into whatever his name is. I almost called him Hawkins. Cavendish. Give me 5k. Let's go. Not really. Don't do that. Let this go, please. There's no shot. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if that was the call. Because she is on 8 Dawn, right? So she drops the kid, she attacks me with Cavendish, restands 2, attaches a Dawn, plays Rosinante if she has it. If not, she doesn't even have enough counter in hand to protect the kid for the turn. So we would end up clearing the Rosinante at the very least, right? Dropping another ace down, running 10k into the kid, and then getting more counter out of hand now. Perhaps letting the Cavendish go is the correct play. Unless she uses Hody Jones here. Yeah, looking like a Hody play. So we'll give her the 2k counter, because we're gonna guarantee to take a damage this turn, probably. 7 Dawn up, so she's gonna rip life. Yep. Sure. And then she has a 9k swing with Hody, and then a 7k swing with Cavendish with 1 Dawn up. Or she can do 9 Hody, 5 Tashigi, and then 6 Cavendish. Another event. I mean, I guess, right? Either way, we're going to take a hit here. Because that's 5 on the Tashigi. And we don't have any other counter in hand. So if she dons up, she gets the damage in. Yep. You're so good at this game. Unfortunate for me. It feels bad, man. We've only seen one Miss Wednesday, which is kind of awkward. We did see another Searcher earlier, but we couldn't play the Searcher on board and protect our life that turn, so we should either make the choice, right? Hey, never mind. We got a Miss Wednesday. It's pretty nice. You speak her name, she'll appear. It's crazy. Alright, double finger as well. Ooh, this is about to get real risky. Because if we go 10 in the Hody and she has the counter and is able to tap out my leader, we can't clear anything on board here. Because we play the ace down, and then we have no Dawn up to use any of our skills. Or sorry, any of our events. I think we just lose. Hopefully this sticks, and we're able to take it out. Yep. Cool. Alright, we're good. We're good, boys. So now we have a choice here. We play Yamato down, or we play ace. If we play ace, we kill the Cavendish, and then she has 2 attacks, right? We have 1 extra life. We have no Dawn up. The only way that would actually work is if we got a like Okama way off life to minus a Dawn to get a Dawn back with Crocodile's ability. But that's a stretch. So I think we have to play Yamato. We can't pop anything. This is just so we can float 1 Dawn over. But then again, if she has another Hody Jones here, we lose. So maybe the correct play was to drop Miss Wednesday here. Because regardless if Miss Wednesday is rested or not, we still have the, the ability to use to restand some Dawn. Which would have been nice. But we wouldn't have healed, so. We'll see. If we lose because of that turn, it'd be what it'd be. But if she doesn't have Hody here, we should be fine. Because if so, we're definitely relying on anything out of life that can minus Dawn to get another Dawn back with Crocodile's ability. That way we can pop off like 2 Blast Breaths or Okama Way in a Blast Breath. Okay. 7 here. 9 Dawn left. Still possible for a Hody turn. But what is this extra life? Can we get there? I think we have to guard here, don't we? I think we have to. Because then that's just going to be like a 15k swing. Or sorry, a 14k swing with Bonnie. And we're definitely cooked at that point. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I guess not really. We're not really cooked here, because we have the Okama way, so never mind. We're chilling. Okay. I mean, sure, that's fine. We'll Blast Breath it, but alright. If she would have went face, she would have at least put us to 0 there. This way we're able to stay alive, so Alright, so first things first, we run 10k into Cavendish. She gives us the Rosinante and rests us the Yamato, right? Then we drop down perhaps another ace to heal up and do it again. Four cards left in hand too. So this is going to be guaranteed. The hesitation is real. Okay, there it is. Gets rested. Give me the Rosie. Because at that point we can go 10 into Cavendish as well with our ace and then 5 lead. And we don't need an extra Dawn up here because we have 2 life. So technically, she could drop another Hody, right? 3 Dawn left over. She goes 8, 7, and 5. Or, yeah, 5, 7, and 8. With no Dawn left over. And we just have to protect at least one of those hits, and that's it. I think we could do that. No Hody, please. I mean, a Doflamingo would go pretty huge here too, wouldn't it? Dropping Dofi and then freezing all of my bodies on board. Yeah, that would be pretty wild. I could chain Dofi into Dofi. I'll give her the 2k. What do you do? We got a bunch of Chigis out of you already. So it's a bunch of 2k counters you no longer have. Another Cavendish hits the board. Okay. Not what I expected. 6 Dawn left. Or 7 Dawn. You know, math's hard sometimes. I try though. What are you doing, Bonnie? Basil. Okay. 1 Dawn up. Interesting. And we have the Miss Wednesday to protect ourselves from lethal, which is nice. We'll start off here. She'll rest the other ace. If this goes face. Okay, never mind. We win game. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I could have just whiffed it here, right? Because she counters out, and then I only have 1 swing left, in which I'll just get the Hawkins for. That's not bad. Okay, she guarded. I want to play this safe. I mean, of course, I can just go 15k, right? Because that's 8. Yeah, I can just go 15k. We just win the game that way. That's not bad. I'm just so used to, like... Yeah, I could have done that. That's fair. Either way, good game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep them coming. Another matchup with Crocodile into Eustace Kid here in OP10. This is a fun game. I assure you this is a really, really good matchup for you. I typically like to take every single hit as possible. Just get as many cards in my hand as I can, and we play the long game. And I kind of play it like this with Jewelry Bonnie as well. Like our late game is much better. So, ooh, we'll get the search off here. We'll take that. So now we get the ramp up, which is really good. Cool. Go 2 into this. We'll drop this first. And then we don't necessarily need the Dawn up right now for Okamawe, so we can go 6 lead. If he wants to give me cards, great. Okay, cool. Great. Appreciate it. Now, if only we can find some Magellans here. So I feel like Magellan into the yellow matchup, like I mentioned, is just... It's still very strong. And Kid being so telegraphed with the 7, the 8, and sometimes the 10-drop ace, you can slow that down at least for a turn, is really good. So you're going to toss a card for that. Alright, I mean, I'll take that trade. All day. Alright, so now we're at 7. This might seem silly, but we can get down Miss Wednesday and Kikinojo here. Let's go 5 to face. He probably has no idea. Nice. We'll drop both of them on board. Then we'll pass it over. He gave us the Nami to pop the Bond Clay. So he'll have to have another one to remove the Tashigi right now. Not Tashigi. Sorry, the Kikinojo right now. Or the Miss Wednesday. And I feel like Miss Wednesday has to go. Like, she needs to die on sight, you know? Otherwise, Crocodile gets to do so many different things here. I don't want to give them the 2k counter, realistically. So we're at 7 here, so they either play down Law or they just swing heavily or play another blocker on board. Alright. So 4 down open, that's probably a Hawkins coming down. If I had to guess. Yep. So Hawkins is irrelevant here in this matchup. There's another one. We get the Magellan too. This is nice. Okay. I think we're safe no matter what happens. Because he doesn't have any way to trash my characters, so I think the Kikinojo will give us another life here regardless. And then we can also drop 7 Mom. So if we play 7 Mom here on board, he either heals us up or he trashes the Hawkins. If he trashes the Hawkins, I think that'd be the better play for us. Going 6 to get the blocker doesn't really do anything for him because we have no life. So I'd want him to heal me, but if he decides not to, that's totally fine. Nice. So this way he doesn't draw 2 and gets the trash cards, which is nice. 3 Dawn open. We have enough for an Okama Way here, and anything else we'll get off that. So we get Blast Breath here as well. I think we're sitting pretty good. Yep. 6 lead. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. That'll give us the 5 Dawn, which is nice. We can actually wait too. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you the 2. Okay, 7 Dawn left. Return 1, get it back as active. And we can't take this hit either, unfortunately. Yeah, no, we can't take this hit either. We'll give him another 2k. I imagine if he was going to play Law, why didn't he play Law down first? Oh, Enel. Interesting. Okay. Hey, yo, that's actually really good. Because there are a lot of moments where, especially in this matchup, I like to starve Eustace Kid. So if his life is face up, I don't attack into his face. This way, if I want to remove the Enel, I have to attack into the Enel. Or if we kill the Enel, you know what I mean, he can trash the life. Therefore give something else blocker on board. So that's kind of interesting, I like that. That's a little spicy. That's his 3rd Hawkins. Let's force this out first. If we go 5, he'll block, right? And he'll rip the life. Okay. We'll go 8 into the Enel. And then he can either give us the Enel or rip the Hawkins off life. Or block, I suppose. All those are pretty good options. Nice. Still don't know why he didn't give me the Hawkins just to make me go to 0, but okay. Because now we can just go up to 2 with the other Crocodile here. Do the thing, heal the life. 2 left over, we can pass here. So far we're doing pretty well, boys. We haven't seen any big bodies that come down outside of the Enel. And I think he's just been trying to end the game, and we're able to just hang in and sustain ourselves, so I think this matchup's a little troubling for him. Goes 5. I'll do the thing here first. And we're at 9 Dawn. So I have to be careful on how we do this. Ooh, another Blast Breath, actually. Get rid of the Magellan. If we had gotten him a little bit earlier, we would have played him down, but he's just lucky that didn't happen. 9 lead. This attack we can take. Another Crocodile. You'd love to see it. Does he go 6, then drop the Law? Yep, there's the Law. What was that? X-Drake. Okay. Now he goes 7 lead. I can afford going to 0 here. But we're not going to do that. Just in case he has like Rush Ace and we end up hitting him down. And he drops the Ace and goes face. I don't want to deal with that. So there's a Drake. That gets blocker. We get a Bond Clay. Not the most exciting card at this point. He's got 2 in hands. I kind of want to force out the block first, if possible. This will rip the life, or kill the NL, or rip my life out. Okay, that's fine. There goes Yamato. Now we just do the same thing again. Yep. Go 5 lead. And you know what's going to happen next? We're going to play another Crocodile. And then we're going to heal again. -2. So we have the Miss Wednesday on board. So that gives us 2 Dawn when he swings into us. Okay, there goes Kikinojo. Unfortunate. Let's do Miss Wednesday first. Thank you. What can I get off this, man? What do we need? An Okama Way, I think? Just for, like, more insurance. That's not bad. As long as it was a counter, you know, that's great. We could toss this. And give you a 0-cost event here. We can toss the other 0-cost event, or the Hawkins. For math, you know? Yep. Oof. I don't know if that's worth it here. But, this could be another Blast Breath. Oh, a 2K counter. Yo, actually that's really good. Because now we can get rid of the 0-cost event. Keep the Blast Breath, and then we have 8K with the other 2 as well. We'll guard this one. And now he swings 7 to face. And we give him the 2K and the Mr. 2. Even without the 2K we were chilling, because we could have got rid of the Blast Breath for the 0-cost event, or vice versa. Yep. That's an L Thorin Life. That's a typical kid build, if I ever did see one. Outside the NL, though. I think that's pretty spicy. This will force it, right? Unless they have to all be 2Ks, or he takes it and goes to 0 life. Cool. Alright, so we already know what that is. That card's irrelevant here. If he has 0-cost event in hand, he could throw it away, potentially. And then maybe he has enough for 8K counter, considering the 9K he decided to take. This is the blocker. We'll go 5 first. What's in hand here? The 2K. Oh, that's right, the X-Drake from earlier. Fair. Good game, buddy. Well played. Nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll probably play a handful of games after this one, that we'll dive back into the deck list today. And then for the next upcoming video, we'll probably be doing Newgate. Because it looks like that's the closest second on the poll. And that's something else I'm interested in playing around with, especially an aggro Newgate list. I think aggro is doing really well in this format. And, of course, Newgate having access to Strawbeard. I don't see why not. We've gained access to a new 5-cost Luffy as well, so Newgate should be pretty fun. In any case, I don't think Usopp can hang with Crocodile. I know that's like, maybe that's a little bit too far, right? A little too far. But if he sees the Red Rocks, he sees the Red Rocks. Outside of that, being able to drop Magellans and stuff on board kind of forces this man to have to bottom deck them. If not, he can't attack into them with Luffy, otherwise he minuses Dawn. And being able to slow down Usopp's curve on the 7 Dawn play, when he plays now Rebecca into the, the combination there, really hurts him. Because most of the time, Usopp players typically go first just because, you know, the curve. Which is unfortunate. But we got no Magellan this time around, so it might work out for him. We're at 7. Normally, I would want to just have Miss Wednesday on board here. Normally, I would. But in this situation, I think we can go 5, and then we can drop down Big Mom. Because otherwise, we can put down Kikunojo and then Miss Wednesday. And then be up 0 Dawn. But just in case he has the like gravity blade to bottom deck both of them, I don't really want to have to deal with that. If he decides to go down 1 life here... Oh, he heals me. Okay, cool. So he heals me. That means next turn, Big Mom is probably going to guarantee to get a damage in. Unless he throws down blockers on board, which that's fine too. But I'm trying to be mindful of Gravity Blade, at least. Because I do know they can run that, which is kind of doing really well right now in the format as well. Hey, there it is. 7 Dawn turn. If we had Magellan here, Usopp would have got set back quite a ways. Because he doesn't do anything else when it comes to this curve, right? This is the biggest thing that he does in the deck list, let's be fair. Oof, we have 3 Miss Wednesdays. That is amazing, actually. Let's go 5 first. I'm trying to set up the board right now with the Kikunojo and Miss Wednesday down. If he has the Gravity Blade, so be it. Nice, okay. I guess we're about to find out. Because we're at 9 Dawn. We could either drop Crocodile here to heal up, or do this combination. I think this one's a little bit better because we get to keep a blocker on board. So this will force him to either Kyros, the Wednesday, or Zoro it, or Gravity Blade both of them, right? If he Kyroses, then that means Kikunojo is safe. I mean, I guess he could have 2 3,000 worlds, I suppose. That's 3 Frankies in trash too, so we don't have to deal with that blocker, which is nice. So there's the Zoro. Pops Wednesday, sure. We're still looking good. Kyros probably going to run into Big Mom, if I had to guess. Yep. So Kyros runs into this for 12k. I think I want to counter out instead of doing Okama Way. If I do the Okama Way, we get to heal up with the Kikunojo. Yes, I get that. But healing up here gives me 2 extra attackers for the following turn instead of just the Big Bomb and our leader. We'll give him 1 Bond Clay. We'll keep the Miss Wednesdays for later, which is definitely better for us. 2 Dawn open. Blocker, 5k to face, I would think. Yep. This one's okay to take. There's the Magellan. A little bit too late, unfortunately. Alright. That is a board if I ever did see one. He's got everything down. Zoro's ready to go for swinging for next turn too. So we have to contend with at least 3 swings. So we have to go ahead and do damage this turn. Go 5 first. If he blocks with a Deo, he still gets to draw another card from his leader. Go 7. Yep. So he's got 5 in hand again. We just throw down double blocker after this, and I think we're chilling. So if we Crocodile, I think we're fine too. Kikunojo can come down, and then a Miss Wednesday. We'll pass it over. Because we have 2 Okama Ways. So regardless if he does Gravity Blade these here for this turn, or bounces, 1 back, we have the Okama for the other. Yep. There goes the blocker. So we at least get 2 Dawn worth here. So 1 hits. Kyros can run into the other rested on board if he wants to, like the Big Mom there. Okay, now we'll keep this. I could have triggered it and got it back at least one Dawn, but I'd rather have the 2K. Does he kill Mom here? 5 lead. We can give him the Wednesday that he bounced back to hand. That's fine. That is a Kong gun on Zoro. 12k to face. Unfortunate. I think that was his last play that he could have done. We'll heal up. He runs, I guess, Kyros into Mom here. Yep. We'll give you the 2k counter. We're looking good, boys. We're looking good. My man's got 2 Kyroses, Zoro. He's chilling. He's got a field over there. But I think with the amount of healing that this deck can do, we can kind of just out-sustain it sometimes. It's kind of cool. Another Kikinojo. I guess we'll just start poking. Let's get some cards. Yep. Do the same thing again. We have to go 9 this time. Nice. Because he needed 5k for that hit. Ooh, he got a Kong gun off a trigger. I think we still have enough. Because that's math, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Okay. We're good. We can do this. Even if they're all 2k counters. Well played, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll probably play at least maybe 1 or 2 more games after this one, and we'll dive back into the list. Sometimes I like to tell you that, and then I'll add in extra games as well. But yeah, we'll probably play maybe 1 or 2 more games after this one, because I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. But it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we got the Magellan. Either way, we're coming at you guys with another game with Crocodile playing into Lim, which, unfortunate. Doflamingo on board. Interesting. We have to run into this. Of course you would. 2 2Ks. I think our only other option obviously was going 5 to face and dropping Hawkins on board, but yeah. This is a very challenging leader for Crocodile to deal with. Actually for a lot of decks, to be fair, just because she can go wide so fast, and if you don't have the removal, you just don't have the removal. I think blue has a good matchup into this, of course, because, you know, gravity blades and stuff. Black as well. If you see the draws, you know what I mean? If you see the nuts, you can deal with Lim. But if you don't have the removal pieces, it be what it be. We're going to have to use this as well. Because I would assume that Doflamingo can swing and she can play something else on board rested to make him restand. You know what I mean? Yep. Alright. Well, there's the Bond Clay. I think I'm a little late for the Bond Clay, but I think it's still our best option that we have in hand right now. Magellan doesn't really do anything in this scenario, because Lynn just keeps ramping for free. So, I mean, I play it down and she just gets it back, and she's already ahead on board, of course. So, and this is where you may argue the whole God Thread might be really good. It kind of still isn't, because we play it down, we pop a character, and she just plays 2 more in its place. It's just like, there's my whole turn, you know? And then we don't have enough Dawn to attack into something else that's on board. She counters out 9 out of 10 times. It's kind of wild. But well, we're trying to hang in there. It's probably not going to happen, but we're trying our best. You have 6. I have a ridiculous amount of events and no counter in hand. There's a Hawkins. Might as well trigger it. Okay. 0 cost and a 1k counter. I think we actually do need the 0 cost, right? Or do we toss this and keep the Magellan? No, this is a smart play. We need to get rid of this one, because that way we have 2 0 cost events. I didn't see the other one. Well, there goes Bond Clay. That's cute. Then she goes 5. Yep. I have to take this one, or pitch cards in hand, actually. It's awkward. I'll bet you that. Not that it matters, but it's okay. Another Magellan. Yeah, it feels bad. Because you would think that we could do the searcher and then find either the Bon Clay on curve or the Miss Wednesday, right? Cool. Awesome. She just ramps up, plays either the Newgate or the Sakazuki and pops them, and I'm just like, alright then. Like, what do I do? Because we play Croc on curve. We get the heal. We have... I guess we get 2 Dawn, right? Because we get a Dawn back for our Crocodile ability. So we have options of Blast Breathing and then Okama Weighing. But she's got 4 attacks right now, plus Leader, and then potentially Mihawk's in hand. And for some reason, I keep getting all of the Magellans here. Toss that. I don't think there's any way we can get out of this one. And I would say that I need to practice this matchup, you know, but to be fair, I don't think no one out there is playing Purple Yellow Crocodile into Limb and, you know, trying to make this their mission. I think this is a very, very hard deck to beat with this deck, and just for a lot of decks in today's format without having the removal pieces. If I can't survive in the early game, which typically I can't with this leader, into this matchup, we ain't gonna make it late game. There's a 10k. I guess. I mean, we give him the Crocodile, right? We give him the Crocodile. Or we Blast Breath here with the 2k counter, and then she plays Mihawk for free and does it again. Now I'm forced to do that. That's cool. Yep. Show me the Mihawk. There it is. Good game. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else I need to say in that matchup. I think it's just really, really challenging. Either way, we're coming at you guys with another one, with Crocodile playing into Charlotte Katakuri, in which does quite well in today's format. There's a lot of aggro decks out there, which we love to play with triggers, you know? So being able to get bodies on board to combat that is pretty good. Just, sadly enough, I don't see this deck around much anymore, and I think Blackbeard kind of just makes it a little difficult. Finally, I haven't seen this card all day. This would be kind of perfect, right? He's not going to play anything else for 6,000 power the following turn, so we'll just get the Dawn up for now. We go to 6 next turn, we play the Magellan for free, basically. Go 5 the lead. I think we have to 5 lead first. Or 6 lead, sorry, math's hard. 6 here. Gives me a 2k, drop the Magellan, do the thing. So basically that was free now. Like, we didn't lose any Dawn technically because we got the event for that, which is nice. And instead we get to sit Katakuri back. And then next turn we go to 7, and we can play down another Magellan and do it again. So then we probably won't see 10-drop Mom this game, considering both Magellans got played. And if for whatever reason we find a Okama Way, and that's it. That's a wrap. I think we're doing quite well with that at that point. Unless, of course, he sees an Onami or a Nami off life and then pops it that way. Then he doesn't lose the Dawn. But I still have to swing with him first, you know? Just take a hit for me. You have a ridiculous amount of cards in your hand. You don't need them. Okay. There's a Robin. We'll do another one. We'll pass it over. So far, so good. We have enough 2k counters to protect ourselves for a little while. It's going to go 8. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and protect this hit. Just in case he's running like a 7-drop Mom or something. Alright, there's a Yamato. It has a Kikinojo on board. We still have to swing with Magellans first. Nice. Ooh, actually. Yeah, this is fine, because we actually can play Crocodile this turn as well. Opposed to Miss Wednesday, can't we? Or do we go 7 here to force cards out of hand and then play Miss Wednesday and Kikinojo down? I think that's better. So that gives us 2 bodies in case he has a way to remove one of these. Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. We don't have any Dawn up, but we get the Dawn back from Miss Wednesday, and hopefully we can get something in life. We'll do the ability. Ooh, we have an ace now. Cool. I'll give you the 2. Katakuri, sure. Not bad, not bad. Alright, boys, we're looking good. Let's drain that hand. Yes, sir. Let me get all them 2Ks. Okay, plays out on board. How about another one? Okay, so we know that's going to be a 0 cost event. It's got to be a 0 cost event. Oh. Okay, maybe it's not. So how does he get out of this one then? Does he have the out? Electromagnetic Cannon could potentially do it for him, to be fair. Or Amaru. Alright. I think he knows both of my lives, or at least he knows one of them. Or he's about to, right? He moved it to the bottom. Unfortunate. I think we lose here. Ooh, Hawkins, please. No. Why? The one time I actually need you to draw something like an event, you whiff. We definitely need a Blast Breath here to stay alive. That kind of sucks. Just enough counter, too. Because that's, yeah, just enough counter. That sucks, man. Well played. You got me. I blame Hawkins for that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last one of the day. Yes, I'm sorry. Alright, I want a little redemption, okay? I get it. I'm playing yellow deck too. It relies on triggers. I understand, but really? Come on now. Either way, we slapped down double Magellans last game. We have 2 Magellans this one. We shouldn't have lost it, and I think we did great. Unfortunately, the 2 cards that we drew off the Hawkins was not necessarily what we needed. We needed at least 1 more K counter, and we ended up getting a 1K and then nothing. So, getting an event or anything else, we were solid at that point. And I think him playing the Amaru was probably the correct play, because if he had the Electromagnetic Cannon to pop the Wednesday, he wouldn't have enough to push me there. So, that Amaru was pretty good. Unfortunate. It be what it be. Either way, last game of the day. I do hope you guys enjoyed Purple Yellow Crocodile. I do intend on doing some Newgate, like I mentioned, very, very soon after this deck list. And then I'm probably going to dive into something else here on the channel. Whether it's going to be Yamato. Yeah, I said it. Smoker. Haven't decided yet. But we'll get into it. There's a lot of spicy decks in today's format, in which I want to get into. So, I also have some stuff up for off-meta, like King. You know, it's been a while since I played the Purple Black King deck. So we have gained some new cards in OP10 and OP9 that might help him out, especially with the ban waves, or sorry, the ban list and all that sort of thing. So we'll see. I don't want to use this right now. Okay. Let's do the thing. We go 6. Yes, sir. What you get? Please no. Of course you would. He can't even... Oh, what? Alright, I'll take that. That's fine with me. I think I would have got rid of the Magellan there, but alright. We'll take those. What do we need? Nah, let's play the second one. He's at 5. This will push him to 4. Make him go to 6 next turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or we can heal up. What else could go wrong? Because he's already behind here? Maybe that was the wrong play. Soul Pocus. Somebody watches my videos, probably. That's cute. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright, 7 lead. Okama Way. It's not bad. We really don't need Miss Valentine here. We already have the Crocodile. This will find us 2Ks and stuff, though, but just in case. 6, 7, sorry. We'll give you the 0 cost and the Valentine. I want to keep the Blast Breaths just in case. And we get another one of her, unfortunate. Okay, he's at 7. Oof. That's rough. I'll take the Croc. I was looking for something like Miss Doublefinger, at least, because we don't have any 2Ks at all in hand. We'll go 6 first. 5. Don't veggie me. That's even worse. We'll drop the other one. And then we'll go 9K. That's my fault, though. I actually should have attacked first. Please. Okay, cool. That would have been tragic. I would have deserved it, but that would have been real tragic. Alright, your boy's at 8. Another Soul Pocus. Interesting. You can have it. We have the option to Okama Way into the Magellan to force him to lose 2 Dawn this turn, which is kind of nice. But I also don't want to use up too much of my Dawn here on minusing effects. Because I still have to use one for Okama Way and then Crocodile, and I only get one of those back. So perhaps we don't do that, and just use the Okama Way to force him to attack into the Magellan. Because I think he'll swing in with Kikinojo as well. Yeah, okay. And it's better than going to 0 life this turn. I mean, we could 0 cost event, throw away a Blast Breath, and then give him the 1K from the Bond Clay. Which might be better, or we just give him the Blast Breath. So either way, we only lose 1 Dawn. And then next turn we at least have 3 bodies on board to swing. Okay. Not bad. Ooh, actually. Yeah, this will work. Because now we can drop down 2 Mr. 2s. Just in case he's going to be playing Big Moms down, or like Katakuri, or 7-drop Mom, or what have you. Or Ace. Then Bond Clay can also swing for heavy here. He doesn't have a way to remove it unless he has the Electromagnetic Cannon, of course. Or the Nami. So I think we'd be chilling if we did that. The ramp up obviously doesn't matter, but being able to have those bodies on board is really what's probably going to change the game here. There goes a Mom. We'll go 5. Yep. Because he can't kill me next turn, right? Even if he drops the Mom, we're fine, because we have Okama Way. Yeah, this'll work. I could heal with Crocodile, right? We could take that play. But I think this way is safer. Because it gives us 2 Dawn. And then we'll get 1 back from our leader. And then we have 3 events that we can utilize here. So this should work out. Okay. So the old 5 attack, huh? Right into Big Mom. Not sure why you wouldn't Big Mom first, so that's your game plan, but I don't need that. We'll trash that. We might as well take the hit if he's going to Big Mom me. Get a Beji here. I think Beijing the Kikinojo is probably the best play. In case he doesn't drop Big Mom and decides to Dawn up heavily for 11-11, we still have the Okama ways, but you know. Just in case, right? Go ahead, play the Mom. We know what's coming. You got it. If he goes back up to 3... I remember he put his first life in the bottom, so that's gotta be a 0 cost event. So Magellan's gone. He has to remove 2 Dawn. Yep. 5 left. Plays another Nami maybe and pops a Bon Clay. Okay, okay, alright. 11 lead. Miss Valentine has got to go, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. She's not going to be able to attack next turn anyhow. Without me investing heavy. I need to keep up these bodies on board to swing in here. I was hoping that was going to be an ace. Because that would have really sealed the game. Alright, we'll go 7 first with Crocodile. Right? This might be a bad idea, to be fair. We need to swing in with a Bon Clay, I think. We can go 7 here as well. I'll attach it on. Stop it. We'll attach, we'll copy Kikinojo, we'll do the thing. Because we know the last life is a 0-cost event. That's for sure. Because he put that there, right? It's either a 0-cost or a Morrow. If Bon Clay survives, we're chilling. Nice. This will force him out, so he'll heal up with the 0-cost event. Or give me his whole hand. Go ahead. Yep. He'll throw away no counter card. There goes the Big Mom. Yep, there goes the Big Mom. That was math. It's pretty good. That'll be 10. Yeah, this will be 10k. And then we have 11 with leader. Math is hard sometimes. 9. Good game. We have to go all out. Oof. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the end of the video in which today we played around with Purple Yellow Crocodile. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Either way, I do want to go ahead and mention something. I didn't notice it until we got into the first game. I showed you guys the incorrect list. I apologize. This is the one I showed you guys that I was using. This was 2, this was 3. This is the list in which you guys should have saw. That's my fault. But, in any case, hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun for me, especially when it comes to playing a leader we don't typically see here on the channel, or just on YouTube in general, or just doing well. Because there's not a lot of content out there for Purple Yellow Crocodile, and I do hope this leader picks up some pace, especially when he gets some new cards in the future. Very, very fun leader. Fun character, of course. Broke works. But we all know he's in Cross Guild now, so he probably will get some more Cross Guild stuff. So I'm hoping we'll see something a little spicy down the line. Outside of that, Crocodile, not your best leader currently in OP10, but he can keep up with some of the decks in today's format, and some of the decks he can't. Of course, being Lim, as you guys saw, like, she pressured me, she bodied me, she got so many bodies on board I couldn't keep up. It's crazy. Outside of that, though, I did have a lot of fun. I do hope you guys enjoyed this spicy variation of Crocodile. If you guys want to see the OG list, the one that was linked to me in the Discord, I'll go ahead and show that off real quick. Where are we at? There it is. This is the OG list right here. Using the Rosinante with the Frankie counters versus the Veggie counters. You know, personal preference. And with the God Thread. This is the OG list. And this is what I changed it to. So pick your poison. Have fun. Remember, stay safe out there. And I will catch you guys in the next video and or at locals. This Sunday, we have store championships at Gaming Giant. So I'm hoping to be involved. We're going to find out, because there's a lot of people there. I mean, we capped out at 64 and we still have 60 people on the wait list. So we'll see what goes on with that. And then next week, I believe, this week coming up, we have Treasure Cup signups. So make sure you guys are on that Bandai app looking for Treasure Cups. Don't miss your opportunity. Either way, this has been Pawseplays. I will catch you guys in the very next one. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all later.